Well, happy Father's Day. We are gearing up for Father's Day here. We're going to talk about dads a little bit, talk a little bit about your dad, a little bit about fatherhood, talk about some hot questions I've got to ask you about being a father, about your father, and while I ask you these hot questions, we're going to have you eat some hot wings.
All right, I love
So
wings.
we've got 5 different flavors here. With each kind of flavor that we go through, the heat goes up a little bit. And then with each one, I'll ask you a question that gets kind of a little hotter as we talk about this subject of Father's Day and kind of get some insight today from our pastors about Father's Day. Let's start down here at the first one. This is what we call Jammin' Jalapeno.
Jamming.
So we'll let you go ahead and start with that one. What do you think? Tell me about it.
You know, that's a good wing.
Well, it doesn't. I always gotta smell it. You know,
Yeah.
if it's hot or not.
Okay. And what you?
It smells pretty okay.
Man, that's a good way to start.
Sweet. It's not, you know, I don't feel any kind of heat off that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good wing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the opposite of a Sour Patch Kid.
Okay.
First it's sweet, then it's spicy.
Okay. All right, well, here's a question for you. What's one of your favorite memories of your dad?
I think for me, the best one are, you know, my dad would take me to the Cleveland Browns Stadium.
Yeah.
And, you know, the best game that he ever took me to was the 1987 championship game against the Broncos.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in the dog pound with him and, you know, just a little guy and, you know, my heart getting ripped out, you know, like a Browns fan does, you know. My dad and I still talk about that.
We'd go out on the boat, whether it was early in the morning, late at night, and just any chance I could get to go fishing. Those were always the memories that stick out to me.
Second wing. This one's called Caribbean Jerk.
That's good. I'm eating all of this one.
It just takes me back to like a simpler time. Blue water, white sand, and then there's some heat. There it is.
There it is.
You know, there's a little kick there.
There's something coming there?
Yeah, all I can think of is how I'm only on number 2.
I was going to say, I have a feeling that your mouth's going some places that are brand new there, I think.
It's kind of sweet, tangy. A little more bite to it.
Okay.
A little more bite.
Okay. So, like, I know in my family, we have, like, family sayings that have kind of been passed down from generation to generation. Things my dad used to say. You're thinking about that Caribbean jerk? What do you think?
It's got a little jerk to it. So, yeah.
Are there any family sayings that kind of been picked up from your dad and passed down?
My dad has always told us, you know, hey, work hard, work hard. And that's been passed down to us. So I watched my dad say that, but go to work and work hard. And not just go in and just punch a clock and just give a, you know, hey, I'm here, but that's been passed on to us. So, you know, I even say that to my own kids, hey, work hard, you know, work hard, you know, God will reward that.
His thing was just always show up. Always show up. So I think that was his way of just saying, don't just be there, show up. And so I love that. That's the way he lived his life. We just always showed up and did what we needed to do.
All right, let's jump to the next wing here. This is the Mango Madness.
You know, I'm gonna say my mouth is already burning. I
feeling
don't know
it already?
I don't know if everyone else was that way.
I would say your mouth's probably already warm. What do you think of Mango Madness?
Now that just tastes like mangoes.
Okay, you get a hint of that in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a little angrier.
Well, you went right at that. Mm-hmm. No fear.
That was delightful.
My lips are burning.
There's some water here if you need it.
I may stick my face in that glass. Is that okay?
Let me know if I'm in the splash zone. I'll scoot back. Yeah, can you taste the mango in it?
I can't taste anything but fire right now. So
You are a father
I am.
for the last how many weeks?
About 8.
About 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. So fun journey. You're just kind of getting in on this. 8 weeks, you look back. How's fatherhood changed you?
People always said you never know how much you could love somebody till you have your own kid. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. Looking back at it, like the way you're just waiting to go home, the way you can't wait to go home and hold her. And yeah, it's that part of it is like, man, I never realized how much I could love somebody.
I tell people all the time, it's the greatest job you'll ever have. You know, I love the relationship I have with my kids. And I think it really changed me, just giving a new look out into the world. Like, okay, I have this responsibility now. You know, I didn't think I would ever want to have kids or anything like that. You know, like but it just changed me as a way of just looking at the world different, looking at, you know, how do I want my kids to be, you know, what I want to invest in my kids, you know, what kind of relationship do I want to have.
It taught me really the way that God loves me in a whole new way, because, you know, I mean, I've loved my wife since the beginning, and every single day that I'm a dad, I wake up and somehow love this little girl more. And I'm like, okay, there's no way I can possibly love her more. And then she does something else, and I love her more than I did. And it just keeps growing. And it's cool to think of God in that context. You know, how God's our Father, and through the messes, because she certainly makes those continually, and He just loves us more.
This one is just, it's simple. It's one of the basic things in life. It's just wild.
Just do the smell test.
Yeah. What do you get? Is it?
It just, my nose went numb. Let's go.
I'm proud of you.
I had to think about that one for a
Yeah,
second.
you were bracing
I was
yourself.
contemplating.
Well, you went right at that.
You gotta show up.
I'm telling you.
It's on my face,
Yeah.
and I can feel it on like the sides of my mouth.
Yeah. Good feeling. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go in again.
You know, to be honest, I can't taste the wings anymore, so that's fine.
It's got a little bit, I'm going to put that down.
Let's
It's got a little bit of flavor there.
Okay. And some kick.
Some kick.
Talk to me. You've seen it in the church world. You've seen it in the professional world. Like what impact does a dad make that maybe he doesn't always realize?
That's pretty warm. That's a great question too. You see people all the time who, because they had a good father figure, even if it wasn't for a long time. My dad died when I was 26, so I didn't have a lot of time, but in that short window, the faithfulness of a good father, it sets the tone for the whole thing. I model my life off of his life.
It's vital. Sorry. But man, the importance of a dad is, I mean, it's absolutely vital. And I mean, I've gotten to got to know kids who have had incredible dads, and just to see the impact that has made on those students' lives, you cherish what that dad's investment in that kid. You cherish what he's done.
All right, last one. This is the pinnacle of our heat right here. This one's called blazing.
Yeah, it's kind of what my mouth feels like right now, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
And
Okay. This one I am really scared of.
Are you
right
concerned
here.
about this one?
Yeah. So
are we gonna eat this whole thing?
I think it's the last one.
Yeah, sure is the last one.
Let's go for it. I think you can do it.
I really don't appreciate the way you called me out on national TV.
Sorry.
That's the part
I'll
I'm
do it if you do it. Come on, let's do this.
It feels hot when you touch
just
it.
touching it.
Yeah, just touching it.
It looks like the color of that wing is angry. Like you can, I mean, just to encourage you.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like the sauciest bite that way.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, just so I can be
Yeah.
a man.
Bragging rights.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's Father's Day.
Ooh, you're not playing around either, man. You went right for it.
That one goes a little bit off the chart compared to these. Yeah. Whew.
We.
it's hot. That's bad.
There's water there if you need.
Ooh, that was bad. So my voice just changed a little
I
bit.
noticed that.
I'm gonna clean the full thing
Man,
out.
I remember being a kids pastor and at times seeing kids do things and thinking to myself, boy, they're going to regret that. And there it is.
It's all over.
Yeah. And I also want to point out, you're physically sweating at this moment. Wow.
Have you ever walked on a beach and the sand's really hot?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's like.
On your tongue?
Where you just like got to run for shade.
There's water right there.
Or you want to go like step in the water because it's,
If you need to. Maybe I should ask my question and then I'll go for it.
Go ahead, I'll start.
So here's the question. Things are about to heat up.
Yes, they are.
You're feeling it?
Yeah.
There's there's dads watching this video who feel like the heat, the pressure's on for them right now. They're discouraged. Maybe need a word of encouragement.
Yeah.
You're getting choked up already.
I'm already getting choked up.
My nose is running. Oh, my eyes are watering. I didn't even hear your question. Can you ask that again?
I absolutely can. If there's a dad that is feeling the heat of life right now, feeling the pressure, kind of struggling, wondering if they can even do this fatherhood thing, what would you say to him?
Everybody has something to contribute. That's one of the things I appreciate about my dad, is that we went through really awesome times and we went through some really bad times, kind of like what I'm feeling right now on my face. But we did it together. And there were times in our life where we didn't have like money for groceries. And there were other times where we didn't have to worry about that. And we did everything together, and my dad always led, and he was always present. And that helped make me to be the person I am today.
You're going to stumble. You know, we stumble in everything that we do. And being a dad's not easy. And especially in this world today, all the different challenges that, you know, our kids have and that we have to parent them through, you know. And we have to make those decisions with them and how to parent that. So you're going to feel like you're struggling, and don't give up, you know. Wrap your arms around your kid. I can't talk because my tongue's so much on fire. Wrap your arms around your kids every night. I don't care how old they are, and say, hey, I love you, you know. You might not have all the answers to the world that they're dealing with, but man, a kid needs to feel their dad's arms around them and hear the voice that, hey, I love you, and pray with them. And, you know, and then as you go to bed that night, man, you ask God, hey, God, give me the tools I need right now to be the dad I can be for my kids.
Sometimes the seasons are a little bit more mild, and sometimes you're in the fire. You can be anywhere in that continuum, but you're not alone. And God helps you if you just give Him the chance and lean on Him. You don't have to do it alone. You're never alone. If you're faithful in that, you'll be able to eat the blazing hot wings when it comes your way.
The biggest thing I took away from my dad is the consistency of going to work and being responsible and allowing and encouraging kids to go to church. Those unspoken things that you do day after day, your kid will never thank you for, but you see it and you see the observation of it, and it makes a huge difference.
But you're the only one who can have that role. Don't ever neglect that part of it, because nobody else could do a better job than you, because you were put there for that purpose.
Wow, that's spicy. Woo! Holy smokes. Yep. Wow.
It just keeps adding.
It's building.
Wow, I'm teared.
Dang. Yeah, that's after. That's. The more you breathe, the worse it gets. That's honestly true. Like, I can feel it in my windpipe.
You guys make me feel so much better.
Can I have something to Jordan's shirt or something?
Voice,
Holy buckets!
when I ate that thing, I thought I was bad. I thought,
Oh, now the snot's coming.
Yeah,
Now the snot's coming.
yeah.
Oh, stop breathing.
That is the
Oh,
best wing I've ever eaten.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I need more water.